Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Chaffee here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. And Weather in 5 is brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, Long Island's largest rock salt provider, and your provider for all your winter storm supplies, whether you are an individual or you're a crew, or you got to replace your snow blower or get some new snow shovels or a snow and ice pellet spreader. Omni True Value Hardware is the place to go. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. The telephone number is 631-756-1125. The best prices in town, omnitruevalue.com. We've got a very good day here underway in the Northeast and Northern Mid-Atlantic states. We had a little upper trough with some high clouds move through overnight, and there were some lingering clouds this morning right along the immediate coast, but that's all gone. And now we're seeing a good deal of sunshine. Standouts on the satellite, well, we've got all these clouds out in the west, and you can see this swirl that's off the Pacific Northwest coast. That's where all the action is going to be for the weekend and into the first part of next week. That's where we have a deep trough out in the west, and that's pulling down colder air, and we're going to see some snow out of this. The other thing to pay closer attention to is the low that represents Eta that will become a tropical storm later today or tonight. You can see there's a lot of moisture down in the Northwest Caribbean, and it looks like this is going to be a threat for South Florida. When we look at the hurricane model forecast tracks, taking it northeast toward Cuba and then turning it northward through the western Bahamas, northwestward, and many but not all of the hurricane tracking models take Eta into southern Florida. And I think it's going to wind up perhaps getting to what I would refer to as a high-end tropical storm. The biggest impact here, I believe, is going to be rainfall. And we take a look at WPC's, the Weather Prediction Center's rainfall forecast map for the next 7 days. It's pretty clear that South Florida is in that orange zone of 5 inches or more of rain. And also, just make note of the fact that you're seeing rainfall amounts on the heavier side, particularly from southern New England down into the Carolinas. And this is going to come Tuesday night and Wednesday with the first cold front to come through here in a while. And I think we're going to probably see some widespread rain out of this as it moves on through. Also, note the action in the west and around the Great Lakes. So we've kind of gone the opposite route now, where our 7 days ahead of us showing much more rain than it does areas of dry air, which is what we were dealing with going into this weekend. The Eta's intensity model guidance for Eta, virtually all of these keep this in the range of a tropical storm. I think there's an outside chance that you could see this strengthen to a minimal hurricane, but we're at the time of year where that possibility lessens because the water temperatures are dropping, and we also don't have highly favorable conditions for strengthening. They are somewhat favorable, but we don't see this going back to what it was, which was a Category 4. Here's a close-up view of the satellite of Eta. You see all that convection starting to blossom out. The higher clouds, the feathery higher clouds on the northern and northwest side, usually indicative of the system that is trying to organize. And here's the forecast track by 6 a.m. Sunday on the north coast of Cuba, where tropical storm watches are posted at the moment. Probably going to go to a warning with this perhaps this evening or certainly by Saturday morning, and we'll probably see tropical storm watches going up for parts of southern Florida, both on the East Coast and the West Coast. And right now, the Hurricane Center pretty much splits the difference in terms of the model guidance and turning it northwestward into close to South Florida or over the Keys, but that cone of uncertainty a bit on the wide side. Our weather here is pretty straightforward for the weekend. We've got nothing. Not only do we have high pressure, but we have it in a really good place. It's just inland of the coast, so that really keeps the marine issues at bay. The winds are going to be more westerly or west southwesterly In fact, tomorrow they may actually be west northwest, and that's going to help boost temperatures if we have sunshine all day long, and I think we do. The rest of today, not a problem. Sunshine, upper 60s to low 70s, and I think we could see low to mid 70s for Saturday and maybe even for Sunday. And in some cases, that could be a record high. Here's you see Ada off the south coast of Florida. Our dry weather will hold on through Monday. And then on Tuesday, as that high goes way out, we start to get a bit more of a marine flow. Clouds come in. And then some of the moisture from Ada likely to start moving northward through the Carolinas and Virginia. And then you also see the front coming in from the west. And that brings rain here later Tuesday night and for Wednesday. Models are actually fairly bullish on the amount of rain, and the Weather Prediction Center's forecast is indicative of that. So that is our next threat for any kind of rainfall. Until then, we are talking about a really good-looking rest of your Friday and a beautiful weekend of sunshine. Great weather, really, for the early part of November that we are in at the moment. So just bear that in mind and take the time out to enjoy it. Weather in 5, again, brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware in West Babylon, 631-756-1125. OmniTrueValue.com. They're getting ready for the winter, and you can get ready with them by making sure you have enough salt, melting snow pellets, and snowflakes, and all your winter storm needs. The Joe and Joe Weather Show coming up tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time as we take a look at what is going on with Ada. And of course, we will look at the rest of the weekend next week and go a little deeper into the long range. Have a great day, everybody.